Once last we left off, you guys were trailing 4 months ago. Some people associated with the Cult of the Dragon, they were sending out an expedition somewhere with unknown purpose. You guys followed them for a couple days through fields and mountains until they arrived at a crater. Knack charged in, calling attention to the party, fought a couple orcs at the top of the crater, and some of the retinue of the company you were trailing, some of the rest of them descended into the crater. After dispatching the orcs, you guys found the entrance to a cave network within the crater, descended down through, past some hellhounds, had a interesting conversation with the orc tribe down there that resolved itself in a dance battle, then like power struggle for who's going to be in charge.
Right.
There's some weird spell cast that made them all just like 2 steps to the left, cha-cha, real slow.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think there's a combination of some money paid and something happened. I don't know. Back then, got past them, found your way down into the room you are currently in. That appears to be it resembles sort of like a bedroom chamber. Continuing further down the passage, the stifling air clears and you can feel the cool from the outdoors. No, you can't. The way opens into another chamber, this one almost as large as the last. There's an opening out into the crater to your right, which would be the south where Joe is currently standing at. The same smooth stone is present here, but the designs are far more intricate. The stone floor is shaped into furnishings fit for a giant. Present in the room is a large table with a few stools, a gem-studded slab that resembles a bed, a brazier, a cistern, and a shelf on the far wall. Books, scrolls, and sheets lie strewn about the room and on the table. The strange-shaped ceiling above appears to hang like an upside-down mountain range. Within the books on the table, they were investigated, and one was found that dealt with supernatural occurrences, and particularly found information on pools of radiance and the kind of power that they grant. That page was sort of like, dog-eared within the book, as if it was referenced frequently. You guys took a short rest while doing all of this investigation, and then started to peek out the southern entrance. So, Joe, from where you are with your night vision, what you see is a huge cavernous room opening up to the south that descends a very difficult to determine distance from you. It's dimly lit in the room you're currently in, and in the cavern, though it's a little bit brighter all the way down here at the bottom of the pit. There is you see something glowing down there, and there are 2 figures standing next to it, but the light sort of dissipates as you get further from that slightly luminescent glowing feature. You do see, just from poking your head out, that there is a large stone-hewn staircase, as indicated by these brown lines that I have drawn, going off to the west from where you are, counterclockwise around the rim, with each of these large stone slabs being about like 10-foot steps from each stair to stair. So a little difficult to descend.
Unless you're a giant.
Unless you're big as fuck.
2 things. 1, unpause when ready. 2, just to go back to our motivation here. We were told to follow these guys by who again?
It was from a contact in the general resistance against the Cult of the Dragon, who took over the town of Flan. The person, I believe it was Glevith, one of the welcomers or harpers. But one of the Harpers, he had a hot tip that this was happening. And it's basically just we don't know what they're up to, but if they're interested in it, it can't be good. So please figure out what the heck they are doing.
Right.
Did we roll any insight checks to see if that Gleveth had sex?
No.
You zinged me.
And with my observant feat, I clearly know that is a pool of radiance. Yes.
Super observant.
Yes.
Just yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's,
A pool of what now?
Yeah, it's
baby ants. It's a pool of baby ants.
Even
Sounds
smaller
delicious.
than regular ants.
Even smaller than regular ants.
Extraordinary.
You can talk to them, right? Tell them we're friends.
I don't know who that is. I'm Knack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I could totally forgot that wandered off into the woods because you were tired of playing wanted to play somebody else. I like half remembered that the other day, and I was like, isn't he playing somebody different now?
Sorry, have you said the name to the character that you're referring to? It seems like you just keep pausing to think.
Well,
it's funny now that he gets to do the jokes.
Well, I like the sound of ants. I'd like to eat some ants.
All right. I'd kind of come back and report what I see or what I saw. Like basically everything you just described, Schoolie.
All right. So, Joe, did you see anyone down there?
Yeah, I saw two guys, but they were real far down, maybe about 200 feet or so. And they were by that pool of shimmering light. I don't know if there's a light source inside of it or if the pool itself is. Can I check to see if the pool itself is what's glowing or if it's like something inside the pool that's glowing?
It looked like the luminescence was coming from like the surface. Like it wasn't like there was a point of light that was diffusing outwards. It's like the entire surface. And again, it is a few hundred feet away, so it's hard to see super good specifics on it. But it being like the only real light source down there, it kind of draws your attention.
Yeah.
So
it's
I assume we read the earmarked dog-eared page on pools of radiance. What did it say?
It said that they are fonts of magical power and grant abilities like, good magics and stuff.
Okay.
Good magic and stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to approach the pool and get some of that good magic.
Yes, same.
Shall we?
You're not here. Yeah. Do we want to take the stairs, or do we want to just jump down and find a way to slow ourselves? Are we going Leroy, or are we going sneaky?
I would like to also bring up, there's a bed for the size of giants, and you said the ants were smaller than usual. So we have kind of a size thing going on that we should watch out for, either very small or very large creatures.
Yes.
I can make us fly if you want to just dive bomb down there. Actually, no, I can't. It's not prepared. Never mind.
What? Damn wizard, blizzard, izzard, Eddie, gizzard. I mean, my personal recommendation is we don't know what all's down there, and we should probably try and sneak. The stairs are a little big, so it might take some doing. But we help each other out. You got your little robot thing there, and I can kind of give you a hand, gizzard, kind of getting up, getting down stairs.
Yeah, stairs sound great. By the way, in this time we've been dicking around, I can just use... Is there some way that I can repair my robot? It seems to have not as many hit points as it began
I
with.
thought there's a way for like the mending spell to repair them, and it also has like a repair ability.
The repair ability I've used 2 out of 3 uses of. Do that as an action. I don't know if that regenerates on a short rest or a long rest.
If the mending spell is cast on it, it regains 2d6 hit points. Keeping in mind that mending takes a full minute to cast.
So could I have done that like 5 times?
Yeah, if you guys want to spend an extra 5 minutes up there, an hour and 5 minutes from your short rest.
We've already spent 120 days here, so I don't see why not.
It's a time warp.
Make yourselves comfortable, why don't you?
Yeah. Schoolie,
We did.
why do I have fly speed? Can't figure out
Did
why
you
I have
cast
fly
fly on yourself?
No.
You can't fly.
Why do I
So
have
there's
fly
that.
speed listed in my movement?
Feel free to take that off.
Oh, I don't. It's a bug. When I click the gear, it says I have fly speed of 0, but it says fly speed of 30 on my movement, so I don't know. Okay, alright, never mind.
Yeah. Weird.
Indeed. Yes.
We gingerly approach the stairs.
Yeah.
Saunter down them.
Okay. The first one's a little daunting, but you are able to, after a little bit of doing, find a way to travel down the stairs. It'll cost you like double movement. These stairs are difficult terrain with having to shimmy yourself down and lower yourself to the next step.
Is this through here?
Oh, so the stairs descend along the left wall there, or going to the left from where you are.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thick terrain walls.
It's,
All right. It looks like the pool of radiance is no longer the pool of radiance. It's just the brown smear.
Brown smear of radiance.
Brown smear of radiance. Just
Wait, sorry. What's up with these boys? Do we know about these boys?
they're pretty far away. Hard to make out what they're. You see, like rough humanoid figures standing near the pool, but they are 200 feet below you through a whole bunch of dim light that is very difficult to see.
Gotcha.
we don't know if they're giant size or
Yeah.
regular size or. Okay.
Yeah, they're either regular size and about 200 feet away, or giants and a lot further away.
Mm-hmm. We being stealthy here?
Well, I'll let you take the lead, Joe, on account of my metallic robot clanking down oversized stairs is probably not the stealthiest kind of movement one could do.
Guys, I think we're okay. Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah,
right,
I mean, even if I leave the
me...
robot here, I do have half plate armor on, which clinks about as my tiny ass tries to hop up and down these.
Nice. How do I make it to where I'm selected? Like I've got the little click boxes up in the top left corner.
Just click on your character.
I did, and it's not there.
Then the module broke in the last 4 months or something because we updated Foundry or something, and I didn't re-enable that module. So you can just do it from your character sheet.
The character sheet. I rolled a 4, or a total of 17.
Must be nice. So you guys are trying to stealthily descend down the stairs?
Yeah, just not really call attention to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on all fours and kind of slither.
Yeah, it's certainly a little easier for Joe being long of limb. For our lizard and particularly Knack, it's a bit harder to get down. But yeah, doing sort of like a swing your legs over, turn on your belly, shimmy down, hang, and then drop a couple feet.
And you got big old Joe down there just kind of like grabbing them by their. Oh, just here we go. Helping them down. I ain't that strong, but I can at least provide leverage. So
Okay. We also need to roll stealth.
If you guys are trying to be stealthy.
I think Knack would
Roll it.
rather just hang back a little bit so as to not blow the cover.
How far down we going? I guess.
Each of these steps
Do I
takes
see
you
anything
down
like
10
the?
feet.
Yeah, each
Yeah.
brown line is 10 feet, and I have mile markers there for you. So like,
Yeah. Well, no.
where the
sorry, I
150
meant,
is, that's 150 feet up.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. What I was trying to get at is, do I see anything weird as we're going down? Anything that makes me like want to stop and reassess? As we're
Make
walking.
a perception check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Sounds about right. Let's see. Gotta open up my thing again.
Julie, what are these columns?
Yes, those are large stone columns.
Another 4 for a 14. Damn it.
As you start getting lower, you can start to make out some of the features on like the stone columns, and they seem, similar to some of the stone in the previous room that you saw, a bit too intricate to be like naturally formed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not in a language or anything.
No, just very fine detail that you don't like. Again, hard to break out the detail
And-
from this range and
And that's all 4 of
darkness
these.
setting, but it doesn't look like someone was, hammer and chiseling these things.
It doesn't look like that.
It does not look like it was hammer and chiseled.
What does it look like it was?
Too intricate to be natural or handmade.
Okay. So kind of like of magical origin is what we're presuming? Or that is what I'm presuming?
Yeah. That would be
Or,
the conclusion
okay.
you are led to.
So it doesn't like frozen people or giant things. It just looks like very intricate magical architecture, kind of.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Gizzard, are you able to message Knack over there and tell him that this is a good spot for him to come to because it's not line of sight with the guys at the bottom?
What's a message?
I don't know if you have a magical means of communication.
I could.
You guys could probably just wave your arms at me. I do have dark vision and a magical eye patch that improves my perception.
All right, just Joe's gonna try and get like near the edge where he can see him. Just give him a little motion.
Ka-chunk. Ka-chunk.
Jesus.
Dark. Ka-chunk.
Why are you like this? Cool. But nothing else stands out that we're seeing from this area.
Not from as far away as you guys still are.
Not even with dark vision and a magical eye patch.
Not yet, no.
I'd go down another 50 feet.
Ka-chunk.
Okay, still kind of hard to see.
Okay. I just motion him in again still.
Yeah, I'm
Go
still
down another 50 feet.
slithering along behind you.
Yeah. Come up next to the house or structure or whatever this thing is. Can I tell what this is?
As you come around that corner, Joe, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
They come around what corner?
This sort of bend right here.
Oh, jeez. I didn't check for traps. I think I need to check for traps on a stairwell. Ah, my bad, guys. It's been a while since I've been a rogue. At least 4 months, apparently. You said Constitution?
Yes.
Oof. That's not one of my good ones. If I just click this, how do I do that?
You should just be able to click on your character, then click where it says Constitution save versus DC 14.
I don't see that on my character sheet.
In the chat, in the log, you could.
Oh. 3.
Okay, what you guys see is
Why does it keep? Oh, it's popping up here. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. We're good.
As you descend onto that stair, there is a rippling in the area around you as all of a sudden you feel yourself and some of the dust and bits of rocks get sucked into a point right there. You feel forcefully moved, pulled in a straight line towards the center of the sphere. Whoop.
Ah!
As this gravity sinkhole hits, you take 21 force damage and begin to fall.
Reduce to 10 because of evasion.
Is that a dexterity save?
No, I think it. I was reading it earlier, but I'm pretty sure what it says. Features for evasion. You can begin at level when you're associated. Oh, yep, dexterity save. Damn, I forgot that part. Never mind. It's still 21. I'm hurt.
I'm
Is this something
going
I could
to need
counterspell?
everyone to roll initiative, and you did not see where the spell was being cast from.
Okay.
And everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
And with the perception check, I didn't see anything coming around the Oh, never mind. It was a 14 out of 28 because it was disadvantage. Never mind. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to roll initiative.
Jeez, dude, I'm rolling. I forgot how much Foundry hated me.
For future reference, with Flash of Genius, do I have to declare that before the roll? Or can I kind of metagame numbers a little bit?
It doesn't say you have to declare this before they roll like some of the other features, so I would say you can use it after the fact.
Cool. Well, I don't think it saves you here, Joe.
It's probably not going to give him +7. Where the fuck do monsters have initiative?
You have to click their icon on the map and then do the sword and shield icon.
Okay, that time it worked. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to adjust some things real fast because you're at 50 feet above the ground, 100, 120, 110. Okay, with that, Knack, you're up.
So, using my intelligence score and my advanced understanding of the laws of physics, do you think it would be possible? Does Knack think it would be possible to jump off this ledge, vortex warp his companion underneath him to break his fall, and land while taking minimal damage to both him and the machine?
It's a thought.
There's going to be some sort of acrobatics involved because this is a 110-foot drop from where you're currently at.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give that a shot.
Okay. So you jump off.
I jump off. Halfway through the fall, I target Oliver with Vortex Warp and teleport them to like 20 feet below me.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for yourself. That's
Nice.
pretty good.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good
And now make a dexterity saving throw for Oliver.
Okay. Let's go.
I'll say
My dice look like this, so your dice can look like that.
Self-inflicted dexterity saves versus secret ones. It's all about the intention you set in the world, Taylor.
Yeah.
I'll say Knack is able to dexterously get Oliver between his legs. It's like, when the dude jumps off on a dirt bike, does like the Superman, just holding on to like the seat. Like you're able to pull Oliver back under your legs before you hit the ground, which you still fell 100 feet. So I'm going to have you take half of that 11d6. So take 16 falling damage. But Oliver, totally briefed on the plan, catches you, splays his legs just perfectly, and sort of just like, squishes down on his mechanisms and takes no damage.
Sick. Then I would like to.
And I'll say that used half your move speed to do that maneuver.
Sure. Consume the spell slot. And then I would like to ride around over to here.
Okay.
And Oliver will take the dodge action, as he is wont to do.
Are you able to get within 5 feet of him?
I am, but then I get disadvantage on lance attacks.
Does that
Although
put
I
him in
guess
range from a sneak attack?
at this point, no, yeah, fuck it. I'll just instead of Oliver taking the dodge, I'll have Oliver do a slat.
Okay. That will hit. You see this decrepit-looking old man who is just minding his own business. No, I'm kidding. It's definitely a mean-looking guy.
I'm looking
Now that
for
you're
my
up close and
grandfather.
personal, this looks like one of the guards that you were trailing for days, who was accompanying the cohort that came over here.
And I'd like to say, excuse me, would you mind if I used your pool?
He will respond on his turn.
Boo.
Uh,
That's how responses get forgotten.
Ba-doop-doop-boop. Hmm. Okay. Next up, what you guys see as Knack valiantly charges into here is all of a sudden a large wall of stone
Wiener. Ah.
erupts from the ground, which I'm going to attempt to draw. What is this? Wall is 6 inches thick and is composed of 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! Stop grabbing that one. 7, 8. So imagine you are now just trapped in a thunderdome of stone walls that are 10 feet tall.
Private pool. It will take me quite a moment to disrobe.
I say, help me get these whippersnapping pants off. And Knack and Gizzard make perception checks for me, please.
Not Joe.
Joe's a little preoccupied at the moment here.
You don't know that.
It's supposed to
real
be
dad.
with advantage, not disadvantage.
Okay, noted. It was unable to see where these walls of stone erupted from.
The ground.
Duh.
Stupid.
Okay. Now Joe's turn. Joe,
That's
at the start
me.
of your turn, you find yourself 50 feet in the air. You just like slurped, and then there's like a quarter second, before the Wile E. Coyote like cloud as you begin to fall.
It was kind of like, I believe I can fly. Oh shit! No, it's serious. All right, so, all right. So looking around.
Also,
am I close
did you take
to...
21 force damage from getting hit by the spell in the first place?
So that was a question I had for you. Is I have 14 written below my hit points as well. Did I at some point get 14
That temp
extra hit
HP
points?
was from Edmund Inspiring Leader stuff. So
do I
you
still
had,
have that?
yeah, you have that temp HP.
Okay, cool. So that only leaves that 7 I lose then. So I get rid of that, and then I just do -7 is done.
Okay.
Cool. Because I was gonna ask you that because saw that and I was like, do I still have this? Nice. That's true. That's true. I just saw you do it. So how close am I to this magical pillar thing? Like
Right now
within
you are.
Joe's
Oh,
arms reaching distance?
okay. So that pillar is about 30 feet tall. All of the pillars are roughly 25 to 35 feet tall.
Okay. Could I try and angle it to where I fall on top of that pillar? Is it like a flat top or is it a concave or convex? Like is
It is not like jagged and pointy. It is presumably you could stand on top of it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try and angle my fall fall on top of that.
Make an acrobatics check for me, please.
Ugh. All right. Attributes, acrobatics.
Wow, that's
22.
pretty good. Yeah, you are able
rolled-
to.
I rolled 10 higher than the last 2 times that I've
Yeah.
rolled.
As you start getting pulled out into the open, like, twist and contort your body and to like carry that momentum with you, and are able to land on the top of the pillar. You'll still take 10 falling damage.
Reduce? Is it dexterity based? Can I use evasion for that?
No.
Because it's about rolling and being all.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Worth a shot.
You already did. It saved you an extra 3d6 of fall damage.
Yep. This is a 10. Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a tank. Rogue tank. Hurts. Cool. What can I see from up here?
Okay, so
it's
from
blocked-
up there, you can.
It's blocked my view though of everything.
Oh, well,
Because
pretend
it's like I'm.
you. Here, I'll put you on that side, but just
Okay.
pretend you're 5 feet to the left there. Damn you, terrain walls! Really,
They're so cool until they don't work.
Okay, there's a good one. There's a good square.
Nice.
You can't see. You can sort of see like the top of Knack's hat as he's riding on top of Oliver. You can't really see this
Can't see
dude
him.
right there. You can see that guy at this angle.
Okay.
Do
I see anybody else that looks possibly magic in nature? Because I don't think these two are the ones doing the magic mumbo jumbo.
Make a perception check again.
Okay. Another 4. Why? With the 4s. That is 3 out of 4 rolls have been 4s.
With all of the chaos that just occurred and you narrowly saving yourself on top of that rock, your scan's a little quick and nothing jumps out at you. Your ocular pat down of the room.
My ocular pat down not do well. All right, let me see. I can remind myself what this does again. Boop, boop. Not you. This one. Okay. So, as a bonus action, because technically I haven't moved. I was kind of forced to fall, right? So I can still use steady aim. Because I didn't choose.
Yeah, that'd be fair. You have not used any of your movement. You stopped momentum.
So using steady aim, I'm going to pull out my longbow and I'm going to try and shoot this guy in the face.
Okay.
So let's see. I come here. I go to inventory. Longbow. I click this.
Good thing you had advantage from steady aim.
Yeah, but let's see. So I do.
Oh, wait, that was your damage down there.
No.
Okay,
so
that will hit.
But with my piercer feat, I'm going to re-roll that nat 1 on the damage.
Okay, so you can just print a longbow attack again.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. How do I? Okay. Sorry. I was trying to roll shit. Whatever. Just go away. Ignore that. There we go. Okay. So go with 11 piercing on that.
Okay.
And then doop features.
But you got a 1 again. Reroll it again.
I think it's. Ouch.
And he takes 31 points of piercing damage in the face.
Yeah, that hurts him a lot.
To the exact same damage I took, I deal back. I'm like, fuck you, Will. Fuck you, Dolphin.
Okay, yeah. He was not a fan of that. Arrow goes and pierces him straight through the shoulder as he's trying to pull out a scimitar, from his side, and just like hits that arm away, and he's like, "Ah, shit, gotta grab it with the other arm now." Ha!
Could I aim for the knee instead, so he can't be an adventurer anymore? Is that an option?
So speed 0, bonus action, regular action, anything else?
Yeah, I say that pushed my speed down to 0, right?
Yes.
If I use
your speed
steady aim
becomes
is-
0. Steady aim is you are not moving this turn.
Speed is 0 to end of the current turn. Gotcha. Sweet. Doop, 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 doop. I'll just. All we wanted to do was take a swim. What are you guys being so ornery about? Hell. In my turn.
Noted. Gizzard.
Yeah, so can I I don't know if you see my you can click me to see my vision. But I have this tiniest little gap in between the two pillars in front of me and see very little. And also Joe is kind of in that gap, so I probably can't see much.
You can see
Joe's like on top of that pillar, so the dude you can see, you can see. Like,
yeah. So
your vision is your vision.
So
you've got the angle over this wall from being 100 feet up in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a guard guy, and what is he doing? Can I tell what he like? He's alerted.
He's being very surprised from a kobold on a giant robot that just ran up to him.
Okay.
And then hearing his buddy yelping surprise from getting shot with an arrow behind him.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
They were rather surprised
this
round to see you guys.
I will. What's the range on this one? It's actually 6. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I will cast Wither and Bloom centered on the dude that I can see.
Okay.
So it's a 10-foot radius sphere. So I assume that touches all the squares around him too?
Yeah, so that would touch. I mean, Oliver and Knack are just to the north.
I can't see that, but I have a general because I'm paying a little attention. I think he's somewhere in the area. I also think he's got friends in the area, so I'm just
charge.
Yeah, so I'm just dropping a little AoE in there.
Okay, it didn't roll damage, so if he could roll damage, he failed his save.
Pretty good damage.
He takes 4 damage.
Alright. And then one creature of my choice in the area can spend and roll one of his unspent hit die and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So I guess Knack, if you, I don't know what your life is right now.
I'm missing 2 hit points.
Okay, so you don't want that.
I mean, is there anything else to do with it?
To do with what?
Like, I'll take 2.
Yeah.
If you're gonna heal me 2.
You'll just use one of your hit die.
Hit die aren't real.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, technically,
Hit dice
Joe
can't
falls
hurt you.
in that. Joe's in that radius, right? So I get to use
Oh,
one of
is
my.
Yes. Sorry.
Not quite.
And
Yeah,
then
30 feet up, and it's a 10-foot radius.
I'll use
You
my
know-
40 feet of slithering movement to slither
No, I
down
do-
some stairs.
You could get down 2 steps.
I do that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I'm done. I considered misty stepping to get into the action, but as a wizard, I'm pretty chill up here. You know, kind of use my height.
seems good.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. We are back to someone's turn.
Ooh, is it mine?
Nope.
Whoever cast the gravity well, right?
I got it.
Yeah, it was that mage with the 22 initiative that we saw on the battle tracker before Schoolie realized it was there and made it go away.
Oh, spoilers.
You gads. A mage.
Pronounced Maggie, actually.
Magay.
You can't say that word anymore.
Gizzard from across the cavern. I check the range of a spell.
Okay.
You see a guy thinking about it.
From
I don't
across the
see shit.
cavern.
He pulled out a protractor. See him with a little.
What the? Why
was-
did that roll? It should not be 3 times 4 damage. That's not how magic missiles work.
No.
So let's roll 4d4.
Could be.
The things that are fucked up they're very strange fuck ups.
Yeah. So 44 plus 4, 9 damage as a series of 4 darts arc at you from across the room, from the vicinity of this ledge up here.
Uh-huh.
But looking at that ledge, you don't see anyone up there.
I can't even see the ledge. I don't have dark vision, so all I see is the darts coming at me.
Did I see darts?
What ledge? 'Cause I'd probably see the darts coming. You said this ledge over here?
Yeah, up near that ledge. And that ledge is about 100 feet above the floor of this cavern.
Gotcha.
Yep, I take 5 damage. I had 14 temp HP.
Sorry, it's 9 damage total. Because each of those d4 should have been
As
plus
a
1.
plus 1. Got it.
Yeah.
So I have 5 temp HP.
Oh wow, you got real lucky on that damage die.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Pretty rough there.
Yeah, they do not have
I mean-
piercer for magic missiles.
That sucks to suck.
Their turn's done. Next up is going to be the dragon wings.
What in the heck? Oh, these fuckers.
Just random dragon wings, just giant wings come flying out from the. Ah!
Okay. This first one is going to leap into the air with pretty what's the word I'm looking here? Pretty supernatural grace as it just sort of flies over the pool and then lands on the backside of Knack there, and is going to swing at twice with his scimitar. And both of these are at advantage because pack tactics.
Or,
Goddamn.
or disadvantage because he's got an arrow in his shoulder. Huh? Huh?
And
He doesn't know.
an additional 9 damage from that first one. So 24 slashing damage from the first guy.
Ow.
No, if you were it would have missed.
Unless I cast shields.
Boom.
None of that shit
Okay.
hits. I have 21 AC.
Oh shit! I didn't keep reading about shield. I was like, magic missile doesn't matter or ignores AC. It always hits. So I stopped reading shield. But the last sentences I could have
Oh,
used
but it
shields.
does.
Yep.
Whatever.
Right, didn't mean
Nine
it.
Specifically
damage ain't
mentioned.
much anyway.
Okay.
No
All
way
right.
the DM will like traps.
Then the second one, seeing your shield pop into existence, is going to direct his attacks at Oliver. Also both at advantage.
Okay.
And if one of those hits, he is going to use his fanatic advantage to do an additional 7 slashing damage.
Chunk.
And they are going to, since I'm just going to rearrange Knack real fast. This one is actually pressed up against the wall after getting shot from above the wall by someone.
Okay.
And I still see him.
It is very difficult from that angle to see those guys, like 3/4 cover difficult. And that is going to end their turns. Knack.
Okie dokie. Oliver is gonna take the dodge action. And then he's gonna move back to here. Well, actually to here.
Okay, and take 2 oppo attacks.
Yep.
At advantage.
Goddamn.
And
Or are they just regular because he has took the dodge action?
Yeah, true.
oh, yeah, that just turned this from a shitload of like Oliver dying into so I think a 7 misses.
Yeah,
I bet an
That's
8
your back
misses
jam.
as well.
they both do.
Yeah, because he was also going to get to double the once per turn, like the sneak attack shit, essentially.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna lance the dude that's more hurt twice.
That first lance goes straight through his big dumb head.
Okay,
And,
and then the
pins him
next one
against
goes
the wall
to the
as
other
you
guy.
see that, and the second one hits the other dude. Okay, -8.
And I'd like to do my. How many things of this do I have left? I did not put a counter on it. But the weapon has 4 charges. There's a thing of light. The attacker is blinded unless they succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
I feel like you used 1
Yeah, I'll
in the
add a
2 previous
counter
combats.
to it.
Yeah. And can you just print the thing so I can click con save?
I don't actually know how to print it.
Just highlight to the left of the feature and
because
click.
it's highlight to the left of the. No, because it's just the lance, which I just did click, right? Yeah, that thing.
But it doesn't have.
Be right back. I got someone at the door.
Okay.
It's me.
He saves. Okay, then.
Wait. Never mind.
Okay, next up.
Uh-oh.
Joe, after landing on the pillar, all of a sudden, the stone around you begins to shake and tremble. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. That works. Here, I believe your evasion does things.
I take 0 damage.
The ground on top of that pillar is now difficult terrain and feeling not terribly stable.
Okay.
And
Would I have a
make a perception check for me. Oh man, even with that, now that you're up close and personal with this stone pillar and from your vantage looking around, you notice that this pillar down here doesn't look quite as intricately carved and detailed as the other ones, and kind of moved a little bit.
Nice.
Oh.
You said it doesn't feel overly secure. Do I feel like it's going to collapse anytime soon?
Your footing isn't great on the top of it. The pillar doesn't seem like it's about to collapse, but you get the sense that if too many more things like that happen, you may end up tumbling off the pillar.
Okay. And that's the only person. That's the only other person I see. I don't see anybody else.
You can barely make out this dragon wing. He would have 3/4 cover from you. I said that this pillar looks a little less pillar-y than some of the others.
Okay.
Then you did see the magic missiles originate from around that ledge up there.
All right. I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna use steady aim again.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go for the not pillar.
Okay.
Piercer?
Okay. I'm gonna use Piercer again. So let's do another. There we go. And then not terrible though. 29.
That's 29.
29's cool, but have you tried 4?
You shoot it, and the The arrow sinks into the pillar a little more than you thought it would if you're just shooting a rock wall. And the pillar lets out a rumbling and like recoils back just a little bit. And you notice that this was not a pillar the entire time. It was a stone giant.
Hot
What?
diggity.
He was
Hot damn.
very cleverly disguised as a stone pillar.
Nice.
And he actually needs to.
Do we get the sense that the other pillars are stone giants also, or?
Would have been great if I landed on him as the pillar. Like, oh, good.
It's almost as if he was put on that one, so that didn't happen. With that perception check that he did, you get the sense that this is the only pillar like that.
Mm. Alright, that's all that. Movement 0. Alright. Hey guys, we got a big ass giant down in the back part of the room here. I just shot him.
Don't worry, I DM'd Storm King's Thunder. I know exactly how to handle giants. Run!
You'll get some
And that
arrows of giant slaying.
Yeah.
Right.
That end your turn, Joe?
It's a bonus action, right? So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it me?
Yes, Gizzard.
Okay, what is this thing blocking my vision?
So that down there is a. It looks like a small structure of sorts, similar in construction to what you saw up in the bedroom. That's sort of just like, kind of perfectly smooth stone and about a 10 by 20-ish rectangle. And Joe, you can see sort of like a bead curtain window on that side of it going in. Not really bead curtains, but just like hanging canvas, like blankets.
And how tall is
doorway.
this structure? Like, I'm 80 feet in the sky. And
It's 10 feet tall.
Okay, so I should be able to see over it.
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
If I
Yeah.
if I put my token over it so I had the vision, would it reveal the inside of the building, or is it just the roof?
I can just delete some of these walls here.
Nice. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
All right. What's my range? 40 feet. That should work.
Power word kill, right? That's what you're gonna cast.
Power word kill, yeah.
Please.
I don't think I want to make it do a Constitution saving throw, so I think I will give it the old Gizzard, Lizard, Wizard, Frost Bomb. Well,
right.
Wait, that's AoE, and there's nobody around him. I have a lot of AoE shit. How many? Yeah. Yeah, I'll do my ice blast. Start ice blasting. Here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ah, he rolled really well.
Advantage on dexterity saves? Interesting. Well, half of 25.
Okay. Yep, he takes 12 damage from the frost bomb as you see little ice crystals form up along the front of his stony body.
Okay. And I'll use my speed
A concentration check.
And he does have to make a concentration check.
It was 12 damage, right? So
It's half the damage or 10, whichever's higher.
oh yeah. Okay. All right. Wait, what do we think he's concentrating on? The erupting
The wall of
earth?
stone is my guess.
Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. I use my speed to descend another 20 feet, 2 steps, and damn, I didn't clip that other guy. I didn't see him. So that's why I placed it there. And I'm done.
Yeah. Okay.
Guess I could have moved first, then seen him. Retcon? Yeah, give me a retcon. Come on, I've been so worthless so far. Give me a retcon.
You're trying to position it to hit the dragon wing on the other side of this wall of stone here.
Yeah. No pressure either way.
He takes half damage from it after succeeding on his save.
Yeah.
From up in the ledge, you hear a faint cackling as a voice calls out, "Ha ha 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 ha! I wonder where you learned that one!" And shoots her own fireball at Gizzard and Joe.
Ice first fire.
Counter spell.
Can't see him.
Nice dex save.
Yep.
But Joe cast counter spell.
Oh, you
Joe
have
also
counterspell?
can't see her.
14! Yay!
Damn. Okay, so Gizzard takes half damage and Joe takes no damage. And I go and increase her spell save DC.
No.
No.
Get out of here.
That's not necessary.
Necessary.
Oops.
Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? Oh, but it's sterile and I like the taste.
The dragon wing down in the pit, after seeing his buddy get impaled with that lance up against the wall, is going to activate his limited flight to gain a flying speed of 30 and try and fly up over here towards Joe.
I stab him.
Get down. Go on, get. Go on,
Okay.
get.
That hits. And murders the shit out of him too. He wanted to get out of Fight Club and failed.
Just like to imagine him like flying up towards me and like continue the momentum. And as he lands, I notice he's just skewered straight through by a lance. I'm like, Stupid.
Boy, I just did a lot of lancing. Wonder if I should come up with some
Hey.
nickname about that.
That's the closest thing that we get to sex in D&D.
Okay. 10, 20, 60, 60. Sorry, juggling lots of gizzard from a ledge far up above you. You see two winged creatures screech and come barreling down in your direction.
Above me to the southeast.
Yeah, from up there, and that ledge was very near the top of the room, like pretty difficult to see up there, but their screeching calls your attention in that direction. As two birds come winging out
All right.
and end their turns. Knack.
I'm gonna cast Fly on Oliver. And I'm gonna cruise around looking for a wizard or McGay perch somewhere.
Okay. What does it look like when Oliver's flying?
Oh, I think I have to fucking go again. Sorry.
Okay.
BRB.
ERP? Erotic roleplay? What?
Nice. He's got some lancing to do.
Beep, 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 beep. How many spell slots is this person supposed to have? Did that, did that, did that. There. That. That. Okay. Got more where that came from. Okay, good, good. How's everyone's Sunday?
Not bad.
It's okay. My head hurts for some reason.
Weird.
Is it because you
Gonna be
haven't played
the-
D&D for 1 day?
That's the one. That's the one. Someone yelling out the correct answer from the rafters. I like it.
So I haven't played in 120 days. I'm hungry. I ate all my food.
Amy actually left to go get food from somewhere. We'll be back in like 20 minutes. Just in his car, driving to Taco Bell or something.
Where do I live?
Use current location.
Doing DoorDash.
Yeah.
That's just so expensive.
It is, but I also want food and to not leave. So there's that. Slim chickens. Or do I get sushi?
Get Domo. Just wait.
Oh yeah, I'll just get some
Order
domo.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay, I'll be back in an hour and 45 minutes while I go get domo.
Yep. Can you send them my way as well? Just send me some food. Be like, hey, I got 2 addresses.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, I'm gonna remotely monitor the situation, but get up for it.
Okay.
MA.
Oh.
My bad.
Welcome back.
Yeah, some folks came
Welcome
to like
back.
look at the apartment next door. I did not think they were going to show up, but they did.
Oh, neat. All right, so you and
Apologies for
Oliver were
the
about to go on an
interruption.
adventure.
Yeah. So, using some amount of magic, I think Oliver's like legs all go out into helicopter mode and start spinning around.
Love it.
Little shaky at first, but we begin hovering and then gracefully cruising around the cavern. And I'm trying to use my keen eyes to locate the source of the magic.
Oh, what do your kobold eyes see?
Can you cast the fly spell? And then where do you want to move to? Hi, Klaus. I guess you don't want to be on my lap? Okay, that's fine.
So the missiles were coming from over here? Is that true?
Yeah, they seem to come from that ledge up there.
How high up is that ledge?
About halfway up the wall. About even with when you jumped off
So
of.
100 feet?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, in that case, I only have a movement speed of 60, so I'll kind of fly 60 diagonally upward in this direction. Call it 30 elevation.
You could make your mount dash, possibly, unless you want him to be defensive
Oh
for
yeah,
any
I
reason.
can't do that. You're right. So then I can probably get all the way up there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're non-Euclidean, right, Greg?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like doing math. It's boring that way.
Hmm. I have rocks for math.
Euclid only applies to radius for spells.
So is this motherfucker invisible or what?
Okay, so you've traveled, 100 feet up. You have Oliver has 20 feet of movement left. Where is he going?
Well, I'd like to go right up to a mage if I saw one.
So just sort of walk through that ledge until you bump into something?
Yeah, sure.
So which side are you coming from?
Left side.
Strong
Okay.
side.
Oliver goes to try and move onto the square to his right, and the helicopter rotor blade just starts clacking into something. Like
10d10 helicoptering damage.
if the helicoptering does damage, then the helicopter is also getting damaged. So
Yeah.
as you are 100 feet up in the air.
Teach you that one in your fancy flying school.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that's my turn.
So just hovering there at the edge of the ledge.
Yep.
Okay.
You let us know that you found him?
Yeah, I make a expression of seems to be some sort of magay stuck in my rotor blades.
Okay. Next is the
Giant.
giant's turn, who bellows out, "You dare attack Cranon in his own crater!" And is going to...
Wasn't me.
Going to look at his abilities. First, he is going to do like a little sort of like, haka thing, and then flames erupt from his body.
No.
So that happened.
Counter spell.
And he is then going to pick up, just like scoop, from the ground. It looks like his fingers sort of just like go into the ground and picks up a chunk of the earth and is going to hurl a rock at Joe.
Not as fun from this side.
Does that hit?
Ooh, that's a great question. It beats so
Yep.
close.
Okay, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, the thing I'm great at is my strength with my -1.
Okay, you take 23 bludgeoning damage unless you have a way to reduce that as a rogue.
I do, and
and you have been knocked prone.
Okay, so I take 11.
Yes, if you are using that reaction, whatever it's called.
I am.
And he is going to just lumber forward like a few feet.
Oh Lord, he lumbering.
Yep. And that's it for him. Joe, you are prone.
You said that we attacked you, but I mean, technically you guys started this. We just wanted to go for a swim. Still stand by
Brandon
that.
started nothing.
His name's Brandon?
Someone pulled me in. Cranon. Kranun.
It was Cranon of the Cranon's Crater, if you guys have heard of that.
In parentheses, underground. That's
some
good.
LGK hats made.
Yep. I didn't pull myself into that vortex. But that aside, you hit me with a rock, and that was mean. So I'm gonna hit you back. But how am I gonna do that? Let me see.
You should throw a rock back at him.
Yeah. That messed up my plans. Because I had to use my reaction for that.
You have your reaction back at the start of your turn.
I know.
I see this encounter was designed to entirely counter my magic stone build.
Clearly, yeah.
Okay. I'm like on the edge of this thing, right?
I mean, the entire pillar is an edge, so yes. Like,
if I were to roll off the side I know it's still like half my movement to get up, but like, could I use that half movement to like try and land on my feet with like an acrobatics thing, like ease my way down the wall or something? Or is that to get down these 30 feet?
You could try to like shimmy yourself off, hang from the side and then drop from there. Like,
And then like use kind of like friction
you
and
tell
kind of
me
like
what you
slow
want to do, and
myself a
I'll
little bit.
make up rules for it.
Yeah, like kind of like the intent is to, while I'm on the ground, about profiling myself, kind of like roll off, and then as I slide down, like kind of use like my roguish dexterity, acrobatics to like kind of find small points to, like slow my descent, so I'm not just falling, 20 feet from my release point, like so I can like slow it down to where I'm not just smacking on the ground like a parkour person like
Yeah.
slides down over. Know what I mean?
Yeah, doing things like that will require parts of your movement. So
Yeah, and I can that be included in that 15 feet because I'm not standing up and jumping. I'm just like rolling off the side.
yeah, depending on how
Or
well you do, depends on what your movement gets used. If you just roll off the side and pancake into the ground, cool, you're prone enough, use no movement, take 3d6 falling damage. If you try to do cool things, that is going to use up some of the 6 seconds of your turn.
yeah, yep, that's fine.
So,
What do you need me to do?
say what you're trying to do.
Acrobatics?
I
I did.
So you say you're rolling off and trying to slow your fall. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like rolling off, getting on the edge, kind of rolling, hanging, and then it's kind of like slowly trying to just drop my descent. I'm just trying not to stand up and highlight
Yeah.
myself again.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
26.
Okay. With a 26 and with your long limbs in the proximity of those 2 pillars, you are able to sort of, spider climb your way down and land onto
Nice.
your feet. You have it's 30 feet straight down, so take no damage, but that's going to take all of your move speed, and you're like, sort of in between these 2 pillars here right now.
Can I still see the giant?
I'm trying to deselect you. Yeah, you can see what you can see.
Okay. I'm going to take a pop shot at him with my bow.
Okay, that hits. Goes, stop shooting, Tyra, I'm Cranon.
You threw a rock at me. You know what? But you're right. I'm just gonna go away. And bam.
Okay.
And I turn invisible.
Okay, you are invisible. Gizzard.
Shit, I did that wrong. Whatever. I already did it. It's fine. Totally fucked that up. Whatever.
All right, Gizzard casts his trademark Gizzard's Lizard Wizard Blizzard.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so the giant fails the save.
Not so dexterous now, are you?
Takes the appropriate damage, 22 points of damage. Oh, that's difficult terrain. Okay. Anything else?
Don't those other guys?
They are 100 feet up in the air, and that cylinder is 40 foot high.
Damn it!
We're dealing with verticality in this one, boys.
How tall is the giant? Wait, it has to be targeted on the ground anyway.
Yeah, points to the ground.
Fucking. Well, I'm failing at all of my tests, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll continue the slowest staircase descent known to man, and I'm done. Oh, I guess I should have left that for difficult terrain. Something like that.
Okay, top of the round. Four more small pinpricks of light appear from right in front of Knack and fly. Oh, do they? Nah. She was watching you. She saw what you did earlier. Instead of that, a fireball is just going to erupt behind you and Oliver.
Hot diggity.
That's a good roll. She's been rolling well. Her spell save DC ain't great though.
Counter spell.
Okay, so Oliver takes half damage, Knack takes a full 34.
Ow.
And concentration check for Fly.
Oof. So close.
Oliver starts falling.
Oh, I'm gonna flash of insight myself. Where is that?
Didn't Knack take half damage though?
No, I
No.
took full damage.
Knack rolled a
Oh, you
5 on the screen.
Oh, sorry, I was
Fucking
reading that wrong.
genius.
Yeah.
Okay, so that adds what? 4? Or adds your intelligence mod,
Mm-hmm.
which I assume is at least 3.
5.
Cool. Okay. You are not falling, or Oliver is not falling. And her turn's done. These guys are going to descend their 60-foot fly speed.
Now you're 40
Towards-
feet.
And they are going to attack. One Talons attack and one Gore attack apiece.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast that shield as a reaction.
Okay.
AC 21, all miss.
Awesome. That's all their movement and their
Just don't
attack.
forget, I'm a melee wizard, which is definitely
Sure.
why I haven't been doing a good job here in the range.
It could have just jumped off, like your party did.
I thought about it. I should have. It would have been more fun.
It was an avenue to
Yeah.
getting in the thick of stuff.
Yep.
Uh,
Thought about Misty Stepping. I thought about using have a crowbar that I could have used to like jump and try to like crow onto the pillar and slide down slower.
Every single some superheroes falling off of a metal object and just like clawing into it.
Right, exactly.
All right, Knack, you are up.
So I feel like lizard folk should have some sort of like wall climbing ability.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You already have a natural swim speed. You want to climb
I was about
speed
to say,
as well?
I think you get a swim speed instead, though.
I do have a swim speed, but
Yeah, it's like one or the other. I think with that, I think giving both would be a little broken.
oh, I don't disagree. I just in my mental theater, I'm like a lizard should like just be able to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already have a fly speed of 30 feet, that you can't get rid of. What more do you want?
I got rid of it. It was weirdly it was being granted by my awakened dragon scale ornament. I don't know why, because the text doesn't say anything about that, but
No.
I deleted it.
Cool.
So do I know where this wizard is enough to be able to make attacks at them?
You can attack at them. They are invisible, so they would be at disadvantage.
Cool. I'll do that. I'll make 2 lance attacks.
Yeah, those will both hit.
Cool. And then I'll use my bonus action to tell Oliver to yeet this fucker off the cliff.
Let's see. Yeah.
After the first attack,
Yeah.
a mage becomes visible to you. So the second one, the first roll was also a 20, so that ends up being the same.
Is a 20. Can confirm.
But you can now see suddenly a very startled mage in front of you.
Say it right.
What?
Strength contest with Oliver to not get yeeted?
Let's see. She is yeeted.
Hi.
100 feet yeet.
100 feet yeet.
And as a reaction, cast Featherfall as she's falling.
Motherfucker.
Counter spell.
I got a live one for you, Joe. Hit it in midair.
Okay, so she will fall 60 feet on her turn.
Would they be within 5 feet of her still then? Cliff.
Can be,
cliff.
yeah.
We take her spot.
She's looking pretty rough.
Should have just
At the
made
moment.
the attack.
But Ever knows that yeeting people off cliffs is way more fun.
You gotta.
Especially since she opened up the fight with doing that to one of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
Okay, difficult terrain. Cranon is going to stop concentrating on the walls of earth. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 20 feet. And he is going to swing twice at Joe.
I'm invisible. He doesn't know I'm there.
Oh, he does not know you're there. You're right. He
Get
is going
outta
to
here.
wonder where that stupid rogue went and hold his action to swing his great club at something. He's done.
Wizard, I dare you to go
Ooh.
near that giant.
Oh, you know I'm gonna.
All right. Now it's Joe's turn.
Yep.
Pretty sure. No, where is it at? Where is it at? You until the start of your next turn. So I think at the start of my turn, I immediately go visible again. I don't get to move or anything. By the way, this reads. Like I really messed up using this ability because I forgot that caveat.
You messed up
Yeah.
using ability? Embarrassing.
So do you just immediately
No.
get reaction? Oh, critted.
Reaction critted in the face.
Yep.
Brutal.
Just the one swing, though.
Yep. I'm gonna reduce that down using my reaction that I haven't used yet.
Maui.
Good choice.
Good lord.
Nope. Find familiar.
So what is that? That's
This is a
15?
cat.
Oh,
14 damage, 29 reduced down. Hey, Maui. You do not want to be up here right now. But you need to take your
I'm
claw
not
out of my
doing
boob.
I'm not doing good. I got thrown into the thick of it. Am I able to get around this pillar, like coming this direction, like underneath and around?
You could squeeze in between those two.
No, but like, can I get to this side of, like, can I get to here? Fuck, it's not even letting me. I want to get to here, but I want to go around, like, the left side of this pillar.
No. You cannot go around the left side.
Fucking wall, just let me move my damn piece. Okay.
Where would you like to go?
Well, that's what I'm trying. That's what I want to do, but I can't because I'm trying to break visual sight from the giant.
I mean,
so he doesn't just follow me. Because right now I'm the only one getting hit by this dude, and I don't know how to. Okay. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. Oh my god. I don't like about this thing. Can I move there?
That's a wall.
There we go. But yeah, that connects to a wall.
That is part of the
squeeze.
staircase. Like use.
And there's no squeeze space available between.
That's like a
that to
foot
go.
wide. No, like not right there. No.
How tall are the pillars?
About 30 feet.
Does if you're on top of the pillar, can the giant still hit you?
Yeah, he threw a rock at me earlier.
But he couldn't melee you twice, or can they throw 2 rocks?
Giant's about 20 feet tall. It's not outside the realm of possibility.
10-foot reach. Yeah, okay. I could vortex warp you somewhere. If you're trying to get up on the stairs.
Okay. So you ran over there?
Yep.
He takes an opportunity attack.
No, he doesn't. He already used his reaction to hit me. So I shoot the
He sure did.
mage. So I shoot the mage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the piercer feat to re-roll that 3.
She is already dead.
Hey, it's a 3 again anyway.
Kill her harder.
That's what I'm going for.
She seems
And
just about as dead.
Yeah.
Like two, one more dead, I think. You know.
Okay, but just
exactly
for the
same.
record, she is 100 feet up still, so she'll take the bludgeoning damage when she hits the ground. So can you roll those?
And she is no longer feather falling towards the ground. She is now plummeting.
We just wanted to take a swim, but no. Little Miss Thing had to pull us into a fight. Well, now you're dead. Freaking leave me alone, Crandon.
Gizzard.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. Then I'm going to attempt to bonus action hide.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me, could I get into this square right here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move here.
Take 2 oppo attacks.
Why 2?
Because you descended 10 feet to go down that stair out of the 2 birds' melee range. You were here.
Yeah. I guess
you go there.
I was expecting 1, but I see what you mean.
Yeah.
We're
3-dimensional. It's hard to
No.
do all that here.
I don't,
but as soon
I don't
as you
disagree.
go to,
Now I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I might not want to do this, but I'm pursuing the idea of Misty stepping instead here, which doesn't, right? I wouldn't get
Correct.
opportunity attacked. And then let's pretend I'm doing that, and I might rewind, but I think I'm doing that so that I can cone of cold. And obviously not that direction.
Yeah. You can definitely hit both birds.
Okay. I don't know how to rotate a cone.
You cannot do Misty Step and Cone of Cold in the same turn, though.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yep, this is why I was saying everything may or may not actually happen. All right, let me think. Yeah, it was a good idea, but I think I...
Oh, gosh.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to not move, but still Cone of Cold, and just get 1 bird in the giant. There we go. How?
And Joe?
Where's Joe? I can't see him.
Well, you can't
Might
see
not-
him, so.
Am I not
Are you
protected
satisfied
by
with?
Here's
not
another
protected
question.
by
Does
the
he
30-foot
have cover from
pillar?
these pillars? If I can't see
Yeah.
him, would he not get hit by a cone of cold?
The way the spell reads, since it's like coming out of you, I'd say the pillars block that.
Sweet. All right, I do that.
Joe's just sitting there trying to hide. All of a sudden, I got cold.
Okay. One bird just turns into a popsicle and shatters on the floor.
Frozen statue. Boom. Oh.
Cranon takes half damage.
Yeah, 5th level spell. Oh. Can you give me some color about how he keeps getting pelted with frosty things and makes his nips hard or something?
It's the nips are very briefly hardened, but then like the flaming aura around him softens them back up. And it's real weird because he's a stone giant. He's all rock except for these like very fleshy nipples. So thanks for that.
Yeah. And for movement, I will not descend
Bonus
the
action
staircase.
bite, so you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh wait, my bite is bonus. Oh yeah, if I do hungry jaws. That's pretty good. Yeah, that is what I want to do. Thank you. And I will do bite.
It misses, but
But with mobile, I now do not provoke opportunity attacks and will descend the staircase. So I kind of jump off of, for color, I jump off of this stair and give this guy a bite, and because he is dodging my bite, he is preoccupied and cannot opportunity attack me as I land and move past him. To there, I guess.
okay. The top of the round, the mage plummets 100 feet and takes 48 bludgeoning damage.
Got him.
And there are already a couple lance wounds in her, and both of those just like geyser out jets of blood, from the impact. She doesn't quite do the full, just like throwing a tomato at a wall, but it's close.
So how many death saving throws is that?
Well, if you're actually going to make me look up the rule, if they take more than their hit point maximum in damage, they just die.
Yeah.
Okay, she does tomato at a wall then. Like she's just splattered on the floor. Might be a little more difficult to resurrect than the last time you left her mostly whole.
I think that was like a Pathfinder or a 3.5 mechanic. I don't think that carried over into 5e.
But the one remaining bird is going to.
You want some of this?
It looks like it's running away for a second as it like beats its wings away from you, but really it's just doing that thing that you see like sheep and goats do, where they like back up a little bit so they can get a little more like charging distance.
Okay.
As it flaps away and then tucks its wings and dives towards you for a gore and talon attack.
Okay.
Jake,
Um,
Gizzard, how you looking, buddy?
I'm okay. I will take the 7, I think.
Okay,
Does
if that
the-
hits, then
does
you
the-
also take another 8 from its dive attack.
Ooh. Alright. The limitation on casting leveled spells, does that include reactions? It doesn't, right?
No, it's bonus
not
action and regular action.
Okay. So I could shield here if I wanted to avoid taking
Yeah.
15 damage. Nah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm no stranger to death. I presume it's now at 20 feet.
And so it went up to 50, so 10 feet, 30 towards you. It flies back up to another 20 feet, back up to plus 40.
Alright.
And does not provoke opportunity attacks. Knack.
Knack would like to yell from his ledge. Excuse me, Mr. Karoon, keeper of the cave.
Kranoon.
Kranoon. Pardon our intrusion. I think this may be a good time, seeing as we've slayed all of the human interlopers, to have ourselves a discussion about the needs and wants of all involved parties.
Come down to my level, then we talk. And he takes his great club and leans it up against the pillar.
Okay.
And does this, looking up into the air.
I take the dash action on Oliver and fly to outside of his attack range.
What were you doing, Joe? What was Joe about to do?
Nothing. Joe's just hanging out.
Oh, Joe's fine.
Joe's just hanging out, just minding his own business, watching this guy get within 5 feet of a friendly.
Brandon, am I correct in assuming you are a friend of dragons?
Friend is an interesting choice of words.
Please elaborate. What is the nature of your relationship with this troublesome dragon cult? It's very unusual for a kobold to be killing dragons, just as much it is for a giant like yourself to be allied with them. So I have to inquire.
I love the southern
Okay, I'd say
gentleman.
between this conversation, that is Knack and the Stone Giant's turns. Joe just went to take a piss.
Joe is going to use the dragon flask thing. And because I'm an idiot, I forgot that I had the lucky feat. I could have gotten rid of that nat 20, but I didn't because I forgot I had that. Would have helped out a lot. So I'm gonna use this as a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
which is 44 plus 4, right?
Sure. Oh.
Hold on.
Can I say I readied the action to vortex warp the giant away from me if he tries to attack me?
Sure.
Why didn't it's not open? Oh, mother! Just open up the thing.
It's 44 plus 4.
Thank you. I clicked on the thing that sent me to the 5e tools, but it didn't. How do I? It's gonna plus. Oh, good. Perfect. 1414. That's great.
Uses
So we'll call
Piercer to re-roll the 1.
I use Piercer to
It's
reroll
really
1.
jamming that potion in.
Let's go.
Right up the nose.
So that would be 14. Which brings me to.
What's up, Klaus? You can go out. It's a cat door. Why are you meowing at me?
Cat door. Cat door. Alone in the world, the little cat door.
Secret cat door. Secret cat door.
And Joe's going to continue with his hiding. With his 20 whatever that he got for his hide. 24, 23, something like that. As he just stays in the corner. I do want to get to where I can like here, where I can see the giant still, peeking around that little 1 foot gap. Is that possible? Or will I have to nose out to here?
Nose out from that side. This is
okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, but still staying very close and very low profile with the trying not to draw any attention.
Okay.
Because Joe is hurt. Even though I'm a tank. I'm a tank. I'm hurt. That's Joe.
Gizzard? Oops.
I will. I'm going to cast Frostbite on the bird. They didn't seem too institutionist.
It is not.
Okay, 6 damage, disadvantage on its next weapon attack. Does its claws and talons count as a weapon attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's a natural weapon.
Cool. And then
Anti-whip.
For movement, I'm going to jump 10 feet down from this stair onto the roof of this building.
Okay.
And then, what does it take to do a 10-foot jump? Am I cool?
That's fine. It was essentially what you were doing.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And that building butts up against the wall there, so it's just like you were going down another staircase step.
Yep, perfect. And then I'm going to cruise over to here. So I can keep an eye on both of these guys. And I'm done.
That's the Periton goes to fly towards Gizzard, and the stone giant just shoo and slaps it backwards with his hand, and it tucks its metaphorical and literal tail between its legs and flies very high up into the air back towards like where it came from.
Okay.
Anyone doing anything overtly offensive or to where we need to stay in initiative? Or are we in the talking phase?
I'm good.
Okay. Enough human folk in my chamber. Why have you come here?
Well, first I'd like to point out that there is not a human folk among us. We can talk humanoid monster type creatures to humanoid monster type creatures.
Who you calling a monster?
Myself and my colleague Gizzard primarily.
Okay.
We're taking it back.
Does not answer why you have been brought your presence into my crater, my chambers.
Well, precisely, I was beginning to ask you the same question. What's with all the humans in Crannon's Great Crater? I thought this was simply your domain, and it seems to be infested by dragon-worshipping cultists.
As you mentioned, the cultist, Cranon leans over, picks up the body of one of the dead dragon wings, drags it over to the house, parts the curtain, and tosses it in there. Where Gizzard, you can hear something start chowing down
Oh,
inside
all right.
from under where you're standing. Cran says, let's take a quick 10-minute break so I can call my girlfriend before she goes to bed.
Brandon,
Thanks.
you softy.
Thanks, everyone.
Uh-huh.
BRB.
Nope.
Let's call it
his body so hard.
12 minutes from now, 40 after the hour. Resume.
Okay.
Thanks.
Stupid giant hitting me with stuff. I forgot I had lucky feet. Completely forgot I had that when he hit me with that crit. I could have been like, no crit, make him roll again. Totally forgot about
Is
that.
that how lucky works?
Yeah, so
I thought it was just your rolls.
No, so if someone makes an attack against, people forget that part of it, or someone makes an attack
Really?
against you. Yeah, so that second, technically third paragraph.
Uh-huh. Luck points? God, I don't remember Lucky at all. I guess I'm thinking of Lucky the racial, not Lucky the
Oh yeah, no.
feat.
This is the lucky feat.
Yeah,
Yeah, where I have 3 per long rest, basically.
got it.
Yeah, that's the one people forget about the whole. Like I even put a little D4 that's on the number 3, and I have 3 little like coins here to remind myself that I have it, and totally forgot when it mattered. It was only 5 points of damage more though, but
One more combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
okay, now I feel like what you sent
This will explain the whole thing for you.
I feel like I click this and I get put on a list.
So we followed like a legion of many dragon folk into this cave, right?
I think so.
And like there was like a whole fucking dragon we were following, right?
Ooh.
I think there was a drake, like some of the drakes that were with
Or
them.
like a wyvern.
Yeah.
But
That
so
sounds-
Yeah,
presumably
there's
that is still here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I thought we got into a fight before we went into this
Yeah.
area though. I think we killed a bunch of them.
Oh yeah, we killed the wyvern in the exterior crater.
Yeah. And then we killed a couple of the guards that were still outside and everything. It was after the mage and these two guys came down. It was the people they left up top
So
that we
what
kind
is
of
even our objective at this point? We're trying to figure out what the dragon cult is getting out of the pool.
doing. Yeah, and like trying to prevent them from using the pool to gain abilities, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
But,
we
like,
need to
We're
we need,
really
we need to ask the
Can just the
giant.
cultists use the pool? I feel like the Vorgantrax themselves needs to get up in the pool
Hmm.
for their grand plan
Yeah.
to unveil, but maybe not. Yeah, it was something about. I guess you just ask the pool a question. Is that what it is? And they're seeking dragon knowledge. They're trying to find like dragon relics or something.
Well, I do have this thing called the Book of Answers where I can ask it a question and it asks me something in return, but we may be able to I might be able to ask it something to figure out what the deal is with this pool and everything, like what it actually is.
Cool. I mean, it seems like Crannon's cool, man.
Well,
He might-
Where did this book? Where did this book
that's
come
if
from?
he actually knows what it is. So what?
Yeah.
What was that, Matt?
Where did this book come from?
I took the book from the tent, or like in the chest from that first encounter we had with the dragon people, when Joe just kind of started looting when was saving an owlbear.
A book of questionable provenance that just provides answers to whatever questions you want to ask it. That
I do,
you
yeah.
know, in my experience as a monk, there are absolutely free things that come at no cost but have zero consequences, and you should exploit them as much as possible because they're always a good deal.
That's the plan. Just just keep exploiting it until it eventually just disappears, because that's the only outcome.
I say as I walk into the room, having totally missed all of the combat you guys just did, only halfway through the conversation, only to drop that.
and then just turns around and leaves the room again.
Do we have like earpieces or something? Like, can I be listening in over the earpiece, but unable to physically be there most of the time?
You're the hacker in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. With my super high monk int, I am definitely the hacker.
Just a few more seconds. Hacking the mainframe.
Almost got it.
Yeah,
almost.
maybe if you can.
I'm in.
I mean, I guess if I can stunning strike the computer, then yes, definitely.
Just arrow 404.
I mean, I imagine computers don't have very high con unless it's like a mainframe or something.
Well, there's no
All I
SSL
know is the
certificate, so you
files.
can hack in easily. So all of the passwords are stored in plain text.
Files are in the computer.
But are they in a language that I know?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're in plain text, but they're used in COBOL, and I don't. And only kobolds know COBOL.
That's a nerdy joke. That's a joke that checks a lot of nerd boxes.
I don't get it, but I am a kobold, so I get it.
COBOL is a programming language. Now you
It is a very old one. Does it stand for like Common Object Business Oriented Language or something like that?
I couldn't tell you.
It stands for I basically am a dragon. I'm Schoolie. I have a girlfriend. Yeah, you don't have a kid. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
better.
Wait,
Take
is
that.
his girlfriend in a different time zone, or does she do some sort of shift work that would result in her
she's-
going to bed?
She's overseas.
She's deployed. Yeah, she's deployed right now.
Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
She's in the weight of the coup.
That does indeed seem like a place where you would go to bed at 12:36 Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it's like
that is a
alive.
very
It's like 10
specific
million
time to go to
degrees right
sleep.
there. Yeah. God, yeah, being in Kuwait in like beginning of August, end of July sounds like ice cream catch on fire temperatures.
You know, it's bad. I had a 3D printed what I always forget what they're fucking called, the clips you can that rock climbers use, or that you can that clip
Carabiner?
stuff onto.
Carabiner?
Carabiner. Thank you. Always freaking forget. But yeah, I had a little 3D printed carabiner that I kept my headset on, and it was like hooked onto my backpack. And literally walking, it was maybe 400 or 500 feet from like the check-in tent to where our tent was out in Kuwait. It was so hot that it actually stretched the 3D printed thing, like from the weight of the headset, just let it stretch open and it melted.
I believe it.
Like just being outside for like 500 or so feet, just walking down, it was bad.
That's nuts. Man, that's like the inverse of my experience being in Montreal. In first year of college, I lived in a dorm that was, maybe it was like across the street from the cafeteria. So it's like, you would be outside for 10 to 15 seconds. It's like 30 feet door to door. And even in that time during the winter, my hair would freeze, like crossing the street. It was bad.
Nope. I'll take balls hot over freezing any day. I do much better in heat than cold.
But you can always add clothes.
Yes, you can. Exactly.
You can always take clothes off too.
Well, until there's
Also,
nothing left and it's still hot.
Yes, and even if you
then it's a party.
Even if you like lose all power, you can still always burn things for heat. If you lose all power when it is hot enough, like there are temperatures at which you can just die, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't. Requires a lot more tech to make cold.
Yeah.
That's why, and that is why Gizzard the Lizard Wizard is actually much more, of a clutch themed character than a fire wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gizzard the Blizzard Wizard. Blizzard.
Yes. I mean, have you ever seen, you can just go buy a book of matches. You can't buy a book of cold matches.
Valid.
Invention idea.
I can buy ice cubes, but
That is true. Andy, are you interacting with a pet, or are you adjusting something?
I'm currently carving into my foot.
Ah, I see. Okay. The hand motion, it was not clear if there was like a dog head just out of camera.
No, just using a knife, slicing off skin.
Oh, that sounds satisfying.
It is.
I'd say you get all the ladies.
Yeah, no. Not so much. So Matt, how's baby life? Tell us about it. Oh wait, Schoolie's back. Never mind. Don't care.
Fair enough.
You had your chance.
Thank you for that.
Matt was talking mad shit, Schoolie. It was impressive.
Oh,
Yeah. What do you say? We'll delete an item every time he says something.
I said, this campaign is very good, and I am sad that I am not an active participant in it this moment.
You can be.
I have a baby over one shoulder, and I am doing a mandatory workplace training course with my other hand because it is the type of thing that I want to pay zero attention to. I also do not need to.
That's right.
Hmm.
All right, so yeah, we're talking to Brandon here.
Cranon.
Yeah, whatever.
These dragon lovers were after the power that resides within my pool.
Why were you not fucking him up? We had to come in here and fuck him up.
I was hoping to use them to my advantage.
Oh, like feed them to someone.
I mean, that was more a nice opportunity. Usually the birds have to bring food, such as yourselves, to me. But if the food is going to deliver itself, so be it.
I see. Well, we were mostly, interested in what brought the cult of the dragon down here, and we're not on a mission of conquest, so we're not we're no threat to you in your pool. I mean, not that us small, pathetically weak creatures could even imagining threatening such a formidable giant as yourself.
Do I find any good loot on this Mage?
Later you do.
I was trying to keep it in the chat.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. Okay. Cool.
But now that we're here, it seems like a pretty cool pool. What do you like to do in it?
The pool possesses certain abilities. You might dip a hand in, find out for yourself.
Oh, with your permission.
If you'd like to.
I wouldn't go jumping at the bit there, Gizzard. And I'm
Love
kind of like,
swimming, though.
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out my book of answers. And I'm gonna open it up and say, can you speak to? Yep. I'm gonna write in the book. Tell me everything about this pool that makes it so special and what it can do. But, What question does it ask me?
Well, you didn't really ask it a question. First off,
What makes this pool so special, or what are the special properties of this pool? I guess.
it asks you, which of your friend's magic items would you steal before reviving them? Steal off their body before reviving them.
I don't even know the magic items they have anymore.
Okay, would you rob a friend before reviving them?
It depends on how obvious it would be.
It depends on if I'd get caught.
You're writing this, right? We can't hear.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so you can be truthful. You can say
Yeah.
almost definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's like
I just still want
felt-
everyone else to be able to hear
Yeah,
it,
damn right. If I felt confident I wouldn't be caught, then yes. It'd probably be like coins or something small, not like magic items, because that would be way too easy to notice.
No.
Schoolie's thinking.
The book responds, 10% chance of woe, 90% wheel when interacting with the pool.
Pool party.
Let's go.
Those are good odds.
Hey guys, I got a pretty good feeling about the pool here.
Plus, you're lucky.
Decent chance of being good. Decent chance of being good, but there's that chance of woe, as we were told.
You were told.
I thought the giant said something about.
Oh,
Are you sure it wasn't? Are you sure it wasn't? Are you sure it was woe and not wow?
Pretty sure.
A 10% chance of wow.
Yeah.
90% chance of wheel.
Okay. Well, I was invited in, and you tell me that it's bound to be good. So I'm going to climb off the roof and head on over and dip my tail in.
Roll a d10 for me, please.
You dip your tail back and forth.
You dip your tail in, and as you go to think, like, I just dipped my tail in, you hear in your head, oh my god, did he just dip his tail in? As now you're hearing the thoughts of those around you.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Can I tell
you
the
gain
voice?
telepathy for the next minute.
Oh. Can I identify the voice, like the origin of who's thinking that?
It's difficult, creatures' internal monologues aren't always in like their speaking voice. Yeah.
Interesting. I guess I tried to use my newly found ability to listen in on Brandon.
I'll essentially be giving you like the surface level detect thoughts
Sure.
thing here.
Okay.
But There's something deeper and darker under the surface than this kindly giant is presenting. And he is just essentially waiting for you guys to become useful to him.
I see.
But beating around the bush to like ask for anything, you know.
Yeah. I say, ooh, it's warm and tingly. Thank you for sharing your marvelous pool with us. Is there any way I can repay you?
There is.
Well, if it's within my power, I should like to sanctify our goodwill with each other by being of help. Sanctify the right word? To you know what I mean. Seal
Mensurate?
our good vibes.
The cultists you slew were seeking to take some of these waters to feed them to Vorgancherex, that he might gain some of the magic from within the pool. You could repay me by seeing that Vorgancherex gets this gift still.
Oh.
Why do you care if he gets it?
He and I have a history. I see that it
Can I
may
roll an
not
insight check
go.
to see if they're horny for each other?
Sure.
I'd like to lance.
I believe that what he seeks to acquire from ingesting the waters may not be what actually occurs.
Do you get anything, Gizzard, with what he thinks going to occur when you're reading his surface thoughts when he says that?
Question.
They are not horny for each other. You glean from your insight.
So is he like
he doesn't seem to be overtly lying, but sort of telling partial truths.
Like, I guess what I'm hoping to glean is like, is his intentions nefarious? Like, I just put my tail in, and it was like, you know, rather pleasant. It was a net positive, and he wants the dragon to get it. So I'm thinking he wants it to be positive, but then he says, it's not going to be what he's expecting, which makes me think it's.
Well, 1 minute of telepathy is not exactly like a world-changing dragon power.
Right, yeah, exactly. So, like, yeah, does that make sense? Is my surface level of reading thoughts, like, sensing that it's going to be a bad thing for the dragon? Also, while I'm doing this, I guess I'm going to dump out the oil that's in my flask of oil, and then dip it into the pool. Fill it up.
There are the two, like these big old round flask things that you guys had originally seen them carrying on a cart out here.
Oh,
the Cult of the Dragon guys. Those are like near the base of the pool, but
okay.
are still empty.
Sure, I'll grab one of those and
say what one is shattered in all the kerfuffle, and one is Still up. As to reading his thoughts, it's tricky. He's not necessarily thinking about it being bad for the dragon. He's thinking about it being bad for Vorgantrax.
Oh, sorry. Who is Vorgantrax? He's not the dragon?
He
Yeah,
is
he's a dragon.
the dragon. And yeah, it's a tricky distinction, but separating the proper noun from the creature is a distinction that he's deliberately making in his mind right now. And with that, I'll say now the minute is up and the telepathy begins to fade.
Okay. Does anything happen when I fill my flask? Or fill the flask and I re-enter the radiant pool?
Did you go in, or were you dipping your hands in?
Yeah,
to
my
fill it?
hands went in.
Roll a d10.
What could go wrong?
You can cast Dominate Person once during the next minute.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah, you get the feeling that you can exert your will over someone some point in the next minute. Vorgantrax. These Cult of the Dragon folk simply wanted to, as you're doing right now, scoop water from the pool and feed it to him in the hopes that he would attain even mightier power.
Mhm.
As the keeper and tender of this pool, I know more of its secrets than they do.
Mhm.
Ways to unlock more of its energy.
Like how?
Now that would
charisma,
be telling.
Persuasion.
I would need your word that this is to occur before revealing anything else.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go right there, right after this. Right, guys? And I dominate Knack so that he nods.
Yeah, well, I actually did intend to meet with Vorgantrax shortly. I consider myself a bit of a businessman, and it's my intention to make negotiations for Vorgantrax. On behalf of the United Associated Dragon Cultists Federation. We have been treated unfairly historically as dragon-based laborers, the kobolds, and so we intend to go on strike to incur better working rights for the people of our nation. Included in these negotiations could be the interests of giant folk like yourself, if you'd like to come to the bargaining table with us.
I have no interest in bargaining on the behalf of giant folk. Only for myself.
Well, personal business is business, of course. I just
seem to have
what is it you're
forgotten
trying to
the first
achieve?
half of your long-winded question.
Well, I'm I am of a mind that the dragon Vorgantrax has just as much to give as it has to take, and it seems you are in a position to do business with it in exchange for your precious waters here, and I just want to assure you that you're getting the very best deal for what you are providing it, which is a great service that cannot be found anywhere else on these fair lands.
I guarantee that should you uphold your end of the bargain, the dragon will get what it deserves.
Now, about unlocking more powerful effects for us, since we're going to do that errand for you.
What effect would you have me present you with?
Oh, I don't know. What can I see a menu? What's
Would
the
you like
chef
to?
special?
What is it you would most need?
More prepared spells. I mean, the ability to cast a greater variety of magics within a day.
And if I present you with this, you would do this thing for me?
Why, you have my word. Damn it, the southern gentleman voice is trickling over here.
I mean,
Well,
if we're just handing stuff out, I wouldn't mind getting in on that. Not the spells bit, but
well then please, allow me to be your genie. What are your 3 wishes?
I thought you were a stone giant, not a genie.
He starts
Or a
to
djinn.
scoop up a bit of rock.
I mean, I'd like to be able to stay invisible longer. I'm able to do it, but real quick. I'd like it to last, longer. Help me out.
I've heard that your kind has a trouble lasting longer. Okay, noted. And you, the southern gentleman on the strange contraption.
Well, my intention is to provide fair and safe working conditions for kobolds. Also, I think it would be thematically appropriate if I had the Fury of the Small Feet, but I haven't been. It's actually a racial ability for goblins, but I haven't figured out a way to cobble it into my own character.
Noted. Give me your flasks. He holds out a hand. Not like the big one, but like any sort of flask you have on your person.
Yeah, okay. Guess like now I dump the oil and give him my oil flask.
Okay.
Yeah. Just an iron pot.
I was
He
definitely
takes.
scheming to put it on the giant's head earlier, but
This isn't Skyrim.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Gizzard. He takes your water skin, gingerly dips it into the pool, And as he pulls it out, the glow begins to fade from the water inside the water skin. But then he reaches up with another, his other hand, and the same similar bluish glow comes out of his fingers into the, spout of the water skin before he stoppers it up and hands it back to you.
Cool.
Says, this will give you the ability to prepare 5 extra spells for 24 hours.
Cool. Thank you.
Joe, he takes yours, fills it, same thing. Says this will give you the effects of the greater invisibility spell. And Knack, are you handing him an iron pot?
Yep.
Appreciate it.
I need something that can be sealed.
Don't worry, I'm an artificer. I can figure out how to seal it later. I also gave him water skin.
Okay. He dips that in and hands it back to you and says, I know not what this Fury of the Small is, but if convincing others to pursue a course of action, using your words to whatever you said about making kobolds better people or whatever, this water will allow you to cast glibness on yourself.
Okay.
I have now presented you with your gifts, and you shall present me with mine. You will take that flask, and
Give him pot.
he reaches out for the glass jug that the guy said, that the cult had brought with them. And he says, and you will take this and give it to the dragon. Are we understood? You will present it to him as the gift that this cult, came to acquire in the first place.
I do. It's just that if this were to be like a poison that he would die from immediately, and we were in the room while he was dying, it would behoove us to have that information so that we weren't retaliated against as the bearer of bad juice. We're totally cool with poisoning him or whatever you want to do.
Were the dragon to die, it sounds like you would have one fewer dragon in the room to fight. Since I doubt Vorgantrax would want you walk out anyway.
Right. Well, what if it just gives him a nasty stomach ache and makes him quite annoyed?
I can assure you that the effects will be wondrous to behold.
But, like, in a bad way or a good way?
Bad for Vorgantrax.
Okay. Well, you have yourself a deal.
Here.
I reach out my hand to shake his.
He gives you, a finger to. Oh. And he takes the glass pot, sets it on the ground, and then raises his hands, and the same sort of blue thing starts to come out of the fingers, and then starts creeping up his arms until his whole. It looks like, this blue essence material is sloughing off of his entire body and going into the jar. It sort of crescendos in a bright bluish white flash, and then the giant crumbles to the floor unconscious.
Ooh.
Can I make an Arcana check or something to like get some gist of what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And I probably want to do a medicine check on him to see where he's at. I don't know if I'm good with medicine or not.
It looked
I
like he
am.
just pumped a whole lot of magical something into this flask. Medicine, you're not super familiar with giant anatomy, but most living, breathing things, you can tell that it is breathing still. You eventually find some semblance of a heartbeat somewhere, but
Yeah,
it's just
does
laying
it
on
seem
its
like
side, like slowly breathing.
does it seem like if I were to start taking some stabs at it, that it would die pretty quick, or that it would wake up angry?
Only one way to find that out.
Yeah, that's
That's what I did the medicine check for, to see if maybe like, is this like, like people get taken down to the brim where his body is now kind of expended to
it
where it'll
doesn't
kind of
look
be
any
defenseless.
worse. It doesn't look any worse for wear. That said, there are still some arrow wounds in it.
I
Yeah.
like to approach him and like poke him.
Doesn't stir.
Lightly slap.
Kind of feels like slapping a rock.
Climb on him and
Can
jump up and down.
Can I search his body for anything, any missives, paperwork, monies, things of note, I guess, that get a little insight maybe?
No papers, books, anything on his person. He's wearing, kind of drab clothing, with the exception of he has a pretty nice looking like cloak around his shoulders that comes, like pretty low down below his butt, that just ends like an air of haughtiness and prestige to him.
Yeah. Okay. Did I find, and while he's unconscious, can I look at the other two bodies then, or can we do that?
Nothing really of note on the dragon wing. Isusaksa had nothing special on her with the exception of a spell book, which was the same as the one Gizzard already has, plus the spells Gravity, Sinkhole, Arcane Eye, and Synaptic Static.
Ooh.
Did you take a note?
Gravity, sinkhole.
Arcane Eye.
I was
Synaptic.
just trying to print them, but it's like, you have no spell slots. I'm like, I know. That's not even.
I remember being pretty.
Oh, Synaptic Statics. It's a saver suck, but it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's not really
It
a saver
is
suck. You just like
not a
some
saver.
damage,
It is
but
Fireball, but better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it.
All right, those are cool. I tear out
Okay,
those
and then
pages.
I give that. But see, I just give it to Gizzard. Like,
Yeah.
I think you can use this more than I can.
Cheers.
Yeah. Taking a look around, is there anywhere where it looks like this guy sleeps? Because that building's too small for him.
His bed was upstairs.
Yeah, the bed upstairs, the room you guys started in.
Okay. Okay, so that was his room then. Hey guys, do you want to take these dead bodies and maybe go investigate what's inside that room? Maybe if we bring these dead bodies to feed to whatever it is, it'll leave us alone for a little bit. I'm kind of curious.
I'm down for you to do that. I'd like to ritually cast Detect Magic. Get a sense of the school of magic that just happened in front of us, / into the bottle thing, the pool, and if there's any magic inside the hut.
Yeah. So let's see. Starting on the giant, magic coming off of his cloak.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna ritually identify the cloak.
Yeah, and
In 10
momentito.
Yep.
Yeah. For the magic of the things that you guys were given, the magic on Gizzard's item. Where are the fucking schools of magic? There they are. That school of magic is going to be necromancy.
Sick.
The school of magic on the thing given to Joe, evocation. And the school of magic on the one that was given to Knack is enchantment.
Yep, that all seems good. Checks out.
Glibness is transmutation.
Then that one, sure.
Okay. Just making sure you're not pulling a fast one on us.
Not on you. Let's see. The one on the like giant bottle is transmutation. Glibness, really? Transmutation, not enchantment? Interesting. I guess because it's like on yourself. If it was making other people better.
By that also.
Yeah. But yeah, so transmutation on the one in the bottle, and then the pool is just a giant, glowing, swirling mess of magic.
Magical power.
Yep.
Okay.
A giant font of energy and magic.
Okay. And am I detecting any magic in the hut?
No.
Okay. And you said I detected magic from the cloak.
Yeah.
Do I have a school of magic on
that? Abjuration.
What's abjuration?
Like shield spell. Blocking stuff is abjuration. Defense.
All right. I start touching the cloak.
You touch it?
Yeah.
And ritually cast identify?
And ritually cast identify.
It is a mantle of spell resistance.
Ah. Cool. I assume that's... I guess I could...
Yeah. This crimson fine linen cloak is edged with cloth of gold and bears a gold clasp. The wearer's ears tingle when a spell targets the wearer, whether or not it takes effect. A description of this item can be found in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Hilarious. It gives you resist advantage on saving throws against spells.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Also pretty big. Maybe we could cut it into 3 pieces. We could all wear it.
I totally bet that works.
Magical items that grow and shrink with the wearer, I think.
Oh.
From my experience, cutting it may
Probably
not be the most prudent.
Would be hilarious to make you guys wear just like you got there's a 20-foot train, on your cloak, like behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we get a spell cast on us, we can roll a D3, and if we get a 3, we get to have advantage on it.
Yeah, cutting it into thirds wouldn't work, but if you guys are all under it, like one of those Chinese dragons, then you guys all get advantage.
If you guys want to both roll kobolds and get a trench coat, I'm super down.
Actually, I think our heights work better like this, where we got a bigger, medium, and a small. It kind of fits the profile of this current thing, and we can just wear it over us.
Okay, yeah.
Well, are we gonna try to take it off him and take it, or is that crazy?
Seems like kind of a dick move, given that we did just make a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
What does a kobold have if not his word?
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty sweet item, but we are pals. I agree.
Of course, I always turn a blind eye when Joe decides to do things.
Right.
Speaking of which, Joe, I'd like to investigate this beast.
Yeah, that's
In
something I
my
definitely want to
opinion,
do.
the problem of us being eaten by the beast is kind of in a not broken, don't fix type situation currently. But as I said, you're welcome to do as you please.
I don't think we should take this thing from them. There's more trouble than it's worth. But
The
I do
only,
want to check
well,
out this
I
beast
think it's
thing.
worth a lot. The only reason why I would take it though is like if he's unconscious, like say hypothetically until the magical blue water gets drank by the dragon or something, then he's like probably not going to need it. But if it's just like, oh, that was a lot of magic, I'm tired, need to sleep now for a day, it would be pretty shitty to have your shit stolen from right off your back.
Yeah, by people that just said,
Yeah.
oh, you can trust me.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. We don't take it. And yeah, so is there any way we could investigate the hut without putting ourselves in danger? There was a window that had a curtain.
There's just a doorway on the
Just a
front,
door.
and then is just like 2 blankets as curtains. Like
Yeah. Okay.
2 blankets as a door.
Are we
you know.
still hearing like the smacking sounds of a corpse being eaten?
It's dropped off considerably in the last couple minutes because that happened 5-10 minutes ago in all this conversation.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I've dragged over that other body though.
More
Yeah.
like gnawing on a bone at this point.
I
sort of
poke
I've
smell
dragged
the
over
edge
the
of the
other.
curtain with my lance and just kind of move it slightly sideways so I can peek in from a distance.
You see a kind of sickly looking hellhound sitting
Aw.
on the floor, just chewing on a bone.
Hmm.
Is there anything else inside there?
Are you going inside the room to investigate?
Sickly
Are you guys
how?
doing more than?
Yeah, no, I'll bring the other death wing or the dragon wing body, whatever, and I'll toss it to him as I like walk in.
The hellhound notices the body and sort of like sniffs at it and goes back to chewing on its bone as you start to like walk in and
Yeah, definitely not trying to piss it off at all or tease it. Keeping a respectful distance just to get a good look inside the room or the building.
Inside the room itself, like looks like it used to be some sort of visitor's hut or something like that, like small accommodations for a guest, but they have been burnt to cinders. And as you're looking around, the hellhound kind of like shoots just a small little gout of flame in your direction, like a fuck off, this bone's mine kind of.
It's not chained up or anything, is it?
Nope.
Am I able to discern anything about its sickliness?
Not much. Like during some of its growls, it just kind of like coughs a little bit and sneezes like dogs do sometime, or that really gross like hack that they like do sometimes.
Uh-huh. Cool. Does it look like it could be put out of its misery? I could. All right. Well, that was nice of you to give it its next meal.
It was more trying to keep it away from me.
Sure.
But,
sure.
Yeah.
What's the height on this ledge right here? That I believe is direction deeper into
That
the...
was way up near the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we kind of did what we set out to do, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to look around?
My preference would be to take a short rest, 5 minutes of mending on my friend Oliver, and return to our dragon hunting associates to plan a meeting of us and Vorgantrax.
Sounds good.
I kind of want to check out this area up top, though. Make sure there's not anything up there that could mess us up while we're taking our short rest.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to secure the perimeter.
Gonna
Yes,
climb
sir.
up 190
Okay.
feet?
Nope.
No.
I could make you fly. No, I can't. That's right. I don't got that.
Oliver was flying. How long does fly last?
I think it's an hour.
Oh yeah, you could hop on Oliver
No.
and be ferried
No,
around.
fly is 10 minutes.
That's probably over.
I don't know.
Yeah, fly is
Maybe
10
a minute
minutes.
left. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, just
5
me
minute
up real quick.
conversation.
Yeah.
Hop on.
Fly me up.
Totally,
Fly me up real quick.
totally stable and safe. The weight limit's
Let's
been
go.
tested all the way up to 90 pounds.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Double the tolerance we would need, really, for any reasonable sized humanoid.
Yeah.
In the last 30 seconds of the fly spell, you float up there and see 4 of those birds gnawing on the corpse of what looks to be a smallish humanoid, like knack-sized humanoid.
Unbelievable.
And it's like a big empty chamber with those birds.
Yeah, it looks like their nest, their roost.
Okay. Oh, I'm seeing that. Okay, down.
The ledge here is wide enough for a few to stand. There are gnawed upon bones scattered about, and a cave entrance is present, large enough for a human to easily walk through. Strange smells of rotted meat and musk fill the air near the entrance.
Can I see inside the cave? And that's where they were?
Yeah, that's what you saw.
So I saw everything up. There wasn't like any corners I didn't see.
Birds.
Cool.
Birds.
Pull the blue lever to descend.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, Furbolgs are colorblind. Damn it.
I begin
It's
climbing the
third
staircase.
from the left.
Wrong lever. Cool. I come down and tell the group. Yeah, it's just more of them bird things up there, eating on something.
Yeah, let's leave the room that they are adjacent to and then rest.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go sleep in his bed. Insult to injury. I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, I would like to spread out in a giant bed, taking up as much space as I possibly can.
Just
Feels a
small
lot
little
like
dog.
laying on a giant rock,
Hmm.
since his bed is a giant slab of rock.
Hmm.
Not the most comfortable rock you've ever laid on. Pretty low thread
I feel
count
great
rock.
about it.
Low thread count rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to short rest as well.
So you guys are trying to short rest?
Yeah.
Where are you doing that at?
In the rock bed.
Up in his bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to rest there for an hour.
Cool. I'd also like to just thumb through the book and see if there's anything cool in it.
There's whatever I told you last time is in it, because I don't remember exactly what I told you last time. But nothing terribly specific, and no lore that I'm going to invent on the spot for you. Sorry.
Not even one lore. Is there an author's note?
Fantasy lore generator. Fantasy plot generator. Okay, here we go. You find a weird chapter that's a military fantasy story about finding justice. It kicks off in an old inn with someone making a misguided promise. Note that the prince has already vanished for a decade in this story. And there's a twist. The protagonist is the chosen one's best friend.
Interesting.
Starring Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is the chosen one.
Rated PG-13.
Thanks, Gizzard. I always need a bedtime story before my short rest.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder how the chosen one.
And there's a twist. The story is a retelling of Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales.
Oh.
That's the twist. It's a different book. That's funny.
Okay, table talk wise, do we want to spend a half hour leaving the freighter, or hand wave it, or resume from here in the future?
I'm okay with hand waving to get out of the crater, and then we can kind of resume from there in the future.
You guys don't want to shake down the orcs anymore? Like,
I mean, that's what would be missing,
yeah.
Which orcs?
The ones in room 4.
Oh yeah, I shake them down.
All right, yeah. Let's role play this then as our last bit as we leave.
Okay.
So Nat can get his shakedown.
How's the new leader working out for you?
Oh, there's some growing pains, as there is with any change in management, but I think the last 2.5 hours that we've been up here, going through this have been really productive. Got a lot of good ideas on the table. I'm just really looking forward to what happens in the next fiscal year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my friend Knack here is a bit of a labor organizer, so if you ever need to collectively bargain, he's your guy.
Well, don't say that too loud. Management doesn't really like that kind of talk.
Was Brandon still passed out when we left after our short rest? Was he still in
Yes.
the same spot?
Yeah. Still just laying on his side on the floor.
Gotcha. And you guys make sure you keep a watch up here, because Karanan's been passed out for over an hour now. Not sure what happened, but he ain't dead, but he ain't getting up. So definitely don't use that.
Wait, didn't we let you go through so that you could kill all those guys down there? Wasn't that part of the deal?
Yeah, we killed all the guys down there, and Karanan's down there defenseless. Figured, you may want to exercise your demons.
I honestly do not remember what our deal was with them.
Me neither.
Yeah, we did.
But
that.
I imagine, yeah. I mean, would have been nice if you'd taken care of him. That guy can be a real dick sometimes.
Well, he is in a position right now that leaves him defenseless. So we're gonna leave, and what happens happens.
I mean, I'm not going down there to attack the giant. Yeah, me neither.
Yep, that's what I figured. Bunch of pussies still. All right.
That's going to be 1,000 gold for passage back up the tunnel, though.
You want to play this game?
Our new management told us that we need to visualize the destiny we want and then take actions in order to actualize it. And the future I want is one where I have 1,000 gold pieces. So,
that's very true. But you know what you should visualize is you going down there and you killing Karanan and taking over this place. And I use my panache.
I say it with panache.
Say it with panache. I make a persuasion check against their insight check. and they are considered charmed by me. Let's see,
I panache
persuasion,
my
persuade.
wisdom teeth at them.
I mean, I guess you do raise a good point.
You got a bunch
I'll
of you.
talk it over with the guys. See what sort of thing we can. I got to run this up through the chain, though. Like,
Yep. I thought you were the chain, where the chain ended, but I guess I was wrong. Figured you were more alpha than that.
no, I'm not up at the top. Orc Claw of Luthic is at the top. That's why he's got the cool wolf with him over here in the corner. Yeah,
Well, that's who I'd be talking to, is the guy that's in charge.
He's way too busy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's the leader of a new orc clan. Like, you can't just walk into his office. Like,
watch me.
I'll see if I can get you an appointment with him. But next 2 business days are looking pretty full.
Yep. That's fair. Well, good luck with that. And it's just.
And you guys are able to exit the crater just fine.
Yay, we did it.
Cool.
Bye, Crater.
Who's carrying the giant jug of Pool of Radiance water?
Me.
I say not Joe, because Joe ain't very strong.
Could put it on the robot.
Okay, just making sure someone was bringing that with them.
Oh, hello, hellhounds.
Yeah.
Hi, hellhounds.
Oh, that's right. All the telephones that were in there.
Whee. Okay. Call it.
As
Cool.
you're walking out, Gizzard, since you said you're the one carrying the flask,
Yep.
you hear in your head, "Hurry up and feed the dragon."
Hey, guys.
And that's where the plot is going to end.
Good thing we didn't steal that guy's cloak.
Right?
Did he hear us discussing it, though?
Well,
It's in a different voice than
Oh.
what you just heard from Cranon.
Okay, so many people with multiple personality disorder. All right.
More than you know.
All right. Well, GG.
GG's, thanks for waiting 4 months.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Next module is the last one.
Oh,
shit.
Allegedly.
There is a dungeon. There is a dragon.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. It's all coming
Got it
together.
all.
I mean, I get
I love when they use the title of the movie in the
They
movie.
use the title. Oh, that's it. He said it.
Does it have kobolds that I can unionize?
It can.
Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for letting us play.
Let's see. Well, it says you guys are going to be average party strength in the next one. Doubt it. Level up to 10.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. You guys level up at the end of every module.
Oh.
Nice.
Level.
This adventure is optimized for a party of 5 6th level characters. So 3 10th level is like the same thing, right?
I don't see why not.
Click.
So I need to go to.
Click.
And it is an even level, so you get a attribute point. Just one to use somewhere.
Just one.
Yes.
So like a 16 becomes a 17 type one.
Yep.
Hmm. Hmm. I made gone. I made back.
What in the heck?
Why the heck?
Replicate magic item.
And that does it.
All right, how much do I want to buff this dragon? Oh, but it's okay. You guys are going to feed him the thing, and then you won't have to fight him.
Right.
Yeah. The only insight check that was done was to make sure that he wasn't gay for Vorgantrax, you know. Everything's definitely on the up and up. DM's just making you guys question everything.
Joe doesn't question much of anything as far as he's just kind of like, yep, let's just go.
That's why he never uses that book of his. He doesn't like asking questions, so he never uses that. Get an answer to any question.
Never.
I mean, maybe we take the juice back to town and ask some questions about what the juice is.
Oh, how do I roll my hit die for my new level?
When you click level up, it should give you like an option somewhere.
It didn't. Oops. I know what I did wrong. I leveled up incorrectly.
Bummer. You die.
Arcane tradition feature.
I get to choose a subclass in a level up. What? Take average. Are we rolling or taking average?
You can do either.
Damn
You've
it.
got the power. Alright. Alright.
Bummer.
Yeah, it happens. Instead of 5, I got 3. If I go on average. So this gives me an ASI improvement for 10, but I only get one number instead of 2.
No, you get a
right?
feat when you do an ASI.
Okay, so I get to choose a feat and I get a number.
Every
Okay,
even level,
gotcha.
you get one stat. Every ASI, you take a feat.
Okay.
Because feats are fun. And no one ever plays with them because it's so crippling to not max out your main stat on any character immediately.
I prepared spells. Have to look it up. Your wizard level plus your
Int mod.
Int mod? Well, I now have 10, 14 prepared. That's pretty good. And, uh, wait, so you only level up at the end of a long rest, right? So did we just long rest?
Yeah.
So the short rest didn't really mean anything.
I mean, I imagine you guys are traveling back to the place you started from, right?
Yes.
Back to Grimshackle Jail.
I'll just leave it as is for now and long rest. Okay. I think that's it. I have to pick an arcane tradition and gain 1 stat. But my paired spells are correct. Added my hit points and that's it. Okay, cool. All right, GG's. See you later.
Yep.
Bye.